Alright, well, like we said, we are going to be doing Arrow Season 4, Episode 1, and hopefully the recording doesn't get corrupted this time, because that happened last time. So, actually with this episode, I thought it was pretty good. What'd you think about it?
I thought it was better than the Flash's season premiere. Didn't you agree?
Yeah, I think it was a lot more interesting. I mean, it's not like an amazing episode or anything, but I think it got a lot of pieces moving, and it definitely has me interested to see what happens next time. So,
What did you think of the separate team from Oliver with Laurel, Thea, and Diggle?
okay, so the opening with Oliver and Felicity, I mean, I don't like the whole Elicity thing, but as far as the opening's concerned, I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was kind of good. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent to the whole relationship thing so long as they do it well, and it looks like they're handling it way better this season so far, so I'm okay with it right now. I think the whole at home thing was kind of a nice change of pace, so I thought that was interesting. Obviously, they're not going to do that anymore, so it was kind of cool. As far as the separate little team opening thing, I thought that was pretty stupid. I mean, none of them are really very skilled if they can't take down common thugs at this point after they've been active for so long. I think that's kind of weak. I think the characters would be better than that at this point. Diggle only shoots people, which also I think is really weird, but we're going to talk about that later. And no one knows how to use their guns in these episodes. I mean, that's kind of been a reoccurring thing, but
Yeah, what did you think when they just used the truck door for a shield for like 10 minutes?
yeah, that definitely would not work out that way. The gun or the door would not withstand all those bullets. They would get shot and killed. So that was definitely unrealistic. They don't arm semis with bulletproof vans.
But you
So
have to admit that Laurel has gotten better this season with fighting, right?
a little, but I mean, still, they're getting taken down by common thugs. So not really all that impressive considering their training. And again, no one knows how to shoot them. Even though they've all got guns, no one can think, oh, let's just shoot them when we've got a big group of people.
What do you think of Diggle's helmet?
Um, kind of stupid. I mean, I think everyone thinks that, but the costume looked okay in the episode, so it's whatever. I hope they don't keep it forever, but we'll see.
So what do you think of the new introduced villain, Damien Dark?
Damien was interesting. I like his powers. He's from Teen Titans, in case you guys didn't know, and he's a part of Hive, which is why they used him. So I mean, it's a lot better than using like a major Batman villain like they did last season. They better not ever do that again. Even though next episode they're using another Batman character. I think that's getting a little tired, but
Who?
Anarchy. He's going to be in episode 2, and he is a Batman character who is made more popular with Batman Arkham Origins. So yeah, again, I wish they would stop using the Batman characters, but at least the main villain is not a Batman character. At least we can say that. He looked interesting. I don't really know anything about him, so
His elusive powers of touching people and killing them.
yeah, it seems interesting and stopping the arrows and poisoning people and all that stuff. So
What did you think of Laurel's dad's alliance, it seemed like, with Damien?
okay, so at first, that's the one thing that really irritated me about this episode is when he comes into the city hall, Damien. They're all just like, "Oh, well, get out," and then Laurel's dad's like, "No, no, no, no. Well, let's let him talk," and then he lets him go. And I'm thinking, okay, so you're the head of the police, and yet you are letting him go without any sort of resistance. I mean, I think one of them would have raised a question about that, but I guess they're really
Yeah,
dumb.
especially if he was threatening the whole city.
And he would have definitely had a gun on him. I mean, why wouldn't he? But anyway, later we find out that he's aligned with him for some unknown reason. So
It
at
makes
least
sense.
it somewhat makes sense. It's still kind of stupid, but whatever. And then of course the whole team is resistant to, well, not the whole team, mainly just Diggle, and Oliver Queen is also not wanting to come back. But eventually, it all kind of works out. Obviously, they're gonna get back together and be a great team again.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of need to because Felicity is the whole brains with the computer, and she's the one that helped them find the bombs when they blew up the train. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it was a kind of cool action sequence. So it was there.
What
It was
about those
there.
flashbacks?
I think the flashbacks were okay. I don't think they were great or really that intriguing. I mean, I knew they were gonna throw him back on the island. He had to get back at some point, but
Yeah, we were discussing how we remembered that he was on Coast City because we thought it was Starling, and people corrected you.
yeah, way back when. Yeah, I think he was in Coast City. Not that that really matters since he got thrown right back onto the island, but I guess he's gonna stay there the rest of the season. That's good. I prefer him to be on the island than in China or
Yeah, the China
whatever he's
flashbacks were
doing.
really bad. I just don't like the flashbacks in general. I think they're kind of just unnecessary. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't really do much. It's kind of the same problem they had last season where the flashbacks were about 5 seconds long and then they came back. I think if they're really going to do a flashback, they need to last a little bit longer. But for the first episode, since they're kind of just trying to set it up, I have no idea what they're doing, considering they're just like, it ends with him getting a gun point at him, but we'll see. Um, I guess they're going to try and tie the flashbacks in with the main story, which I think is kind of corny, but
Well, I think
whatever.
that they should be somewhat related because I didn't even see the relation of the whole China thing to the actual story. So,
Yeah. Um, so anyway, let's see. What
um,
else is there to talk about? I guess the ending.
yeah, okay, so it said 6 months later at the bottom of the screen,
Right.
and then it showed him with Barry from The Flash at someone's grave. I thought it looked like Felicity, but
It's Felicity's
I'm just
grave. I
guessing.
mean, let's be real. You guys really think they're going to let Oliver Queen be happy? No, I don't think so. I mean,
I
he's
mean,
a Batman ripoff,
yeah.
and since Batman can never be happy, then I don't think Oliver will either. He's going to have to end up with Laurel at some point because she's the Black Canary, so naturally Felicity's going to die. They're not going to let him get married. It would either be him or it would be his sister. I don't think they're going to kill his sister off again because she already died, so
It
it
could be
has to be.
Diggle.
Uh, maybe, maybe. It's either Diggle or Felicity. I think Felicity's the big one, though. I
Yeah.
mean, so many people wanted her to die in season 3, and I think maybe they're going to do that. So,
What did you think of the preview for next week?
I mean, it had anarchy, and that's really all it really showed. I mean, him teaming up with the police again. I
Maybe
like
they'll make it good.
One thing I did want to say is that I do like his costume. I think it's the best costume he's had in the entire show, and it definitely looks very green.
Oliver?
Yeah, it looks very Green Arrow-like, which I'm glad he's also going by his name, finally, because apparently it's no longer dumb. Like you said in season 1, it's a dumb name, but now he's going by it, so.
Yeah, because he's standing for something different with this whole announcement, and it showed it in the title screen, the green arrow change.
Yeah.
So.
So, I don't know how they're going to incorporate Merlin into the season. I think he's going to lose his power with the league, so hopefully they're going to get rid of all that season 3 stuff. So we'll just have to wait and see. That's really all we had to say, though. Any last thoughts?
No.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Surprisingly, it's somewhat good. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. But yeah, that's all I have for now. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Like if you like, sub if you liked, and I'll catch you guys later.